Hello there you, and welcome to 1,000 of Sparta's finest warriors that it has to offer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be setting on 1,000 Spartans against a gigantic horde of 10 million zombies. Look at them, ladies and gentlemen, yes, 10 million zombies. Now, I know what you're thinking, what the hell is wrong with Pinky? 1,000 Spartans against 10 million zombies? That is never going to work out. There's poor Spartans here are just going to get absolutely chomped alive. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? You're quite right. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking these bad boys into the character customization tool, and we're going to be ramping them up and seeing how much more power they need to be given so they can take on all 10 million zombies by themselves. But before we do that, we of course need to establish a baseline. So how many kills can just the standard 1,000 Spartans get, ladies and gentlemen? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's hit our time-lapse camera very quickly and see what our final kill counter is. Here we are then, down to our last 50 Spartans, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back fighting is taking place. The zombie horde easily swarming over all of them. Look at the poor Spartans here, fighting quite literally on top of a body pile. Though they have made a reasonable account for themselves, considering there was only 1,000 of them. It does look like they've managed to kill 4,481 in total, though that is nowhere near the 10 million. So let's head over to the character customization. Before we do go further, Frederick here would just like to say thank you very much for clicking on the video and joining us on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you did enjoy this video, do go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. With all that being said, let's get on with the chaos. So here we are with our Spartan warrior named Frederick. I think then, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that we're going to be doing here is increasing the attack speed multiplier to 100, giving them super attack speed, and we're also going to make them super fast on their feet. So the first blessing, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be unbelievable speed. Let's see what kind of effect this has on the zombie horde. Taking to the field then with the blessed agility warriors of Sparta. Let's see how this all plays out. I've got a feeling these chaps are going to carve a lovely little path through the zombies, though ultimately, who knows, they might still succumb to the massive horde. It's going to be very interesting to find out, though. You can see this zombie horde, like 10 million, ladies and gentlemen. You really don't understand how many 10 million is until you see it like this. It's an absolutely insane number. Now here we are then, the zombies heading in for the kill, at least that's what they'd like to assume. What they're not expecting, though, is the absolute blasting power that these chaps are going to have. Think of this, an attack speed of 100 times a normal human. That is some impressive power. And look at the run speed. Oh my god. Oh, they are insanely fast. Holy mother of God, look at their attack speed. Look at them go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, we should have not called these Frederick, we should have called these the Blender, because they are just mincing their way through this zombie horde here. Oh my god, look at them. Even the zombies on the flank here having an absolute struggle. We've already blasted past our previous kill count, though it cannot be denied. The Spartans here are still taking losses, but look at them. Let's put it in slow-mo and see what actually happens. Okay, this is slow motion. Look at how fast they're attacking in slow motion. Oh my god, that is absolutely brilliant. The amount of blood being generated on the front line as these Spartans just plow their way through this zombie horde. Let's take slow-mo off. Oh my god. I'm surprised it can even play the animation that fast. That is pretty dang impressive. So I think what we'll do then is, once again, we'll hit our time-lapse camera. But I think I'm going to have to put the camera over here somewhere, because they are just going to carve a path through the zombies. Though it does look like they are starting to get flanked, actually. They are getting outflanked here. They're spreading themselves too thin. Let's see what happens in a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it does look like even super agility was not enough to take on 10 million zombies, though 1,000 of them did manage to kill 24,700 132 zombies. But ladies and gentlemen, as we saw that, it's just not enough. They did carve a lovely path through the zombie horde, but it's not enough. Nowhere near 10 million. So let's go soup them up some more. I think the next thing that we should bestow upon Frederick is godlike attack speed. If 100 was not enough, let's find out what happens if it's 9,999. Once again, 1,000 Spartans. Once again, 10 million zombies. Spartans, 9,999 attack speed. Let's see what difference this makes. Something tells me that they might kill a lot more than they did just, though they are still just as weak as they were previously in terms of health and defense and stuff like that. The only thing that they have now is the attack speed of basically quantum mechanics. That's the only thing that's going to be able to computate how many attacks a second that these chaps are going to be able to do. I'm expecting big things from you, lads. Get ready for it. Here they come. The insane zombie countercharge. Look at the run. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Right. Let's see how much difference this actually makes. So they are at 9,999 attack speed now. Is it any different from the 100 attack speed? Does it really truly make any difference? I mean, they are really carving a path. It does feel like they're doing it a lot quicker than before. Though, well, I suppose the ultimate question here really is, do they spread themselves too thin, too quick, which allows the zombies here? Look, you can see the zombies on the flank, just pick them off one by one. They are at 10,000 kills already, though, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how fast. Let me just keep the camera still for a second. Look at how quick this line advances forwards. It is literally like a mower mowing a lawn, only the lawn is made up of horrible smelling zombie corpses. Oh yes, but look at this, the zombie horde outflanking the poor Spartan warriors here. Though they are at 18,000, they are getting close to their last thing. Something tells me that attack speed is not going to be enough in this situation, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have to give them something else that is going to help them to attack the zombie horde. I wonder what it could be. I've got a couple of ideas of where we could go next, and let me tell you, they're going to be interesting, but let's get this over with very quickly and get our final kill counter. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It appears that there's very little difference between 100 attack speed and 9,999 when it comes to the Spartans. So, on with the next test. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with the attack speed not really doing that much, I thought the next thing that we could do is give them some splash damage. Not too much, about the same as their normal attack. And then basically set it to about a 10, let's set it to a 10 meter radius. That should be plenty. Let's see how they affect the zombie horde now. So now they still have their godlike speed. They still attack at 9,999 attack speed. Only each individual soldier now does a little bit of AoE damage. I wonder how this is going to affect the zombie horde. It should help them, and my theory is correct. It should help them to keep the flanks alive a little bit longer, because basically what happens on the flank is they get totally outnumbered and swarmed and picked off one by one. But if they're doing AoE damage, it might just help them to keep them safer that little bit longer. Will we be able to defeat a horde of 10 million zombies at all? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's keep going. Let's find out what happens in this test here. So here we are, the godlike speed kicking in, and oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Oh, that is absolutely insane. Let's stick this into slow motion so we can see what is happening. Oh my god, they kill so many of them so quickly. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Let's take that out of slow-mo. Let's go pan out just a little bit. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen. Look, they're killing them so fast that half of the Spartans end up stopping because they're on guard mode. So they're just like, oh, I've gone too far away from my original spot. And then a few more of them kick back in. Oh, this is really interesting. Look what's happened. They've created this massive sort of semi-circle here. Are the zombies even going to be able to flank around this? Oh my god, look at all the blood. Oh, little Timmy, get your rubber dinghy out. This is a blood tidal wave, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. It is moving forward at tremendous pace. Oh my god. There is so much blood coming down the side of this mountain. That is absolutely fantastic. So these Spartans then, so far, they've still got 1,000 of them remaining. They are just absolutely decimating the zombie horde. So much blood is coming out of them. Look at that. Oh, that is fantastic stuff. I absolutely love to see it. Now, let's have a look how the flank's getting on over here. So, yeah, okay, it is starting to happen. Bit by bit, the zombies are starting to take the lives of the Spartans. Look, though, they are not going down without a fight. As you can see here, this one chap alone killing hundreds and hundreds of zombies. But there he goes. Oh, no, he hasn't. He is getting swarmed, though. It is happening. You can see that the attacks are directional. It's like an arc in front of him. So if he gets attacked from behind, that is it. As you can see, there we go. Look at them, though. Each individual soldier is creating massive body mounds. Oh my god. Look at all the bodies, ladies and gentlemen, piling up. All these ones here on guard now are going to be creating major, major problems for the attacking zombies. My god. Oh, look at the amount of bodies. I just love that they're creating these crazy piles of bodies, each of them. So I think what we'll do then is we'll go and head over to the very back of the line over here, because something tells me these are going to be the last lot of troops over here to die. We're going to very quickly hit our time-lapse camera and get our final kill counter. Something tells me it's going to be considerably higher. We're already at 420,000 now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Welcome back. We're down to our last 8 Spartans, and oh my god, look at the insane amount of body piles that these chaps have created. Look at them go. These things have been absolutely devastating. Each mound here that you see is where a Spartan had his last stand, or at least a few Spartans had the last stand. There's just so many. Look at the massive blood lake that we've created over here as well. A few zombies trying to path their way through it, but this is quite deep. Oh my god, this is really, really deep over here. Get little Timmy, get his rubber dinghy out. There is plenty of blood for everyone here today. But yeah, we're down to our last 5 now, ladies and gentlemen. It does look like even our Spartans here with their super abilities, yeah, they're still getting overwhelmed. At the moment, they have killed 3.6 million zombies. They're not even halfway, ladies and gentlemen. But look at that, absolutely magnificent. But like I said, that's still not 10 million zombies. We need to upgrade them further. And there's only one thing left to do. Now, my long-time viewers might know what's about to happen here. Those of you who are new, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, what's this? Tank shells? No, we couldn't do that. That'd be stupid, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you'd like access to exclusive Discord perks as well as behind the scenes content and early access to my videos, why not click the join button below? For if you thought the chaos was over there, oh my, you are much mistaken. Click the video in the top right. If you haven't got time for that, as always, I'll see you in the next one.